True.
Yeah.
Okay.
What's the make I say?
Arrays. When first you declare arrays.
Yeah.
I think.
You want say const list,
Visa.
square bracket,
Okay.
and square say array square bracket.
Mm-hmm.
Until you say fan say ABA egg.
Okay. Egg is a string, right?
Okay. There we say or say way or say object room. There be. Or say array
Ken.
room.
Ken Obekai.
Yeah. I don't know. I just said very can come by the list. Uh, like the
Okay.
willable items.
Okay. You fan say any 10, 20, 40.
So ref
What if
equals sign.
you have a show?
Ref equals sign.
Okay.
The
You fan
comma.
say any 10, 20.
Comma,
Bread.
bread, willow,
Yeah. Milk. Visa.
willow milk, sugar.
Yeah. Milk. Pizza. Right. What's it?
Mm.
You see, a person or accessing individual. Then I will.
Accessing individual console.log.
So CLG. Mm-hmm.
Over I see individual now in the snatcher.
If I didn't face.
Or the list.
Okay. So list.
And there is 0, 1, 2.
Index. So person accessing index now. Now the bracket will
Mm.
be index our. See, for the two
Yeah.
will give you
Yeah.
milk.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. Okay. So fine. See, well, this kind of array has another inbuilt function. A lot of them. Okay. So that's what we're going to learn today. So
Which
one of
array
them,
has
yeah, they have inbuilt function. We have inbuilt functions, which we call them method. It's a property of the list. When you say list, it has a property. Okay. So that's what we will learn today. You understand?
all right.
So let's say you want to put something in the variable, of course, constant my new list. Okay, will be equal to that list. Okay. Then we have something like dot. Have you seen some include? It's inbuilt function. So we want to check if if the list has egg. You understand? You understand? You want to check if that list has egg. So how do you do? Console.log, right? CLG eggs. Sorry, my list, right? My new list. Right. So you see it's true. But there's egg inside the list. So these are some of the inbuilt functions. Include.
Good.
So we can say include bread, and it's still true. Let's make a mistake and make it capital. Let's see. Include bread. You see, it's false. There's nothing like that.
Okay.
So let's say if you have, you said,
Uppercase, the same bread.
but it's case sensitive. Uppercase is different from lowercase, so it's case sensitive. You understand? So when you make it lowercase, that's when you have exactly
So
the same
include
thing. Include, yeah.
it's
So there's
what
an include.
HTML element.
You said
You say it's what element?
it's method, a method in a list method.
List method.
Yeah, it's a property of the list, so we call it method. Okay. Yes, sir. So include is one of them. So let's continue. Should we continue?
Yep.
Okay. So another one will be let me comment this one. And that will be fine. Let's do the fine. I think fine is easy. So that one we do constant. Okay, let me test something before we can do the fine. Yeah, you will help me do this or object. How do you declare an object? Object.
Yeah,
Very few objects now. You don't make an object. You said?
Let car.
Okay.
Square bracket.
Square bracket.
Or equals square bracket. No,
equals,
no, not square bracket. Curly bracket.
This one.
Then maybe you bring brand or model.
Okay. Model is the key, which has a value of, let's say, Toyota, right?
Yes.
Understand?
Let's say color.
Yeah. Color is a key, which is red, right? Correct. Correct. So you see the difference. You see how we declare objects. You see how we declare arrays.
Yep.
Okay. So if I bring this one here, okay, have you seen it?
Inside the object.
Yeah, if I bring this array sign inside the object, then we become what? Array of object. Object of array, sorry. So this one's supposed to be out, sorry. Let me put it outside. Then we have what?
Inside it.
Objects in array. You understand?
Okay, square bracket first.
Yeah, square bracket first. That means I'm putting objects inside an array.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if you understand what I'm trying to say.
Yes.
Yeah. So I did a typical example here. Let me copy this one. This one will be.
You are declaring an array, but inside the array you want to put object inside.
Exactly. This one will be better. Let me do this. This one will be better. So this is the best thing. Have you seen it? I think this one will be better. You see, so object inside an array. So let's change this one and make it items. Understand? Items, right?
Yep.
So object in an array.
Okay.
So now you can call this one an array. It's the same thing. An array.
It's no longer an object again.
Yes, it's inside an array. So it's an object, but object inside an array. So we can just put something.
Console.log. How do you do the console.log?
Yeah, we can do the same thing. It's the same thing. Console.log CLG. Items, right? It's going to give you same thing. Object of an array. Have you seen it?
So what if you want to add to it now? How do you do it?
If you want to add something to it,
Yes.
so the same thing. How do you add something to an array?
Item. Items dot.
So we do item dot.
Is this dot name or no? I think square item equals square bracket.
This one.
Because it's an array. Then you put the item you want to add inside.
Inside the array.
No, then you put it's an array, so you put the number inside equals the name of the object item you want to add.
I'm not getting what you're saying. No.
Okay, put something inside here. Put
Like,
a number inside.
okay,
Yes,
number
let's say
1.
yes, because it's an array, so index.
Okay, so you want to locate where you wanted to put the item,
Exactly.
where you wanted to slot the item, right? Okay. So why don't you make it like this? Then equal to
Something like that. Equal to the name of the item.
So if you want to
I don't
put
know
this
if
one,
I'm
then you
right.
put name. Let's see this one, if this one will work. Keyboard, right?
Am I right?
We are doing it together. Price, which is the key. Okay. Let's see. It's working. Do you have our keyboard? Yes, we have our keyboard with a price of 2.
Oh, okay.
Yes,
So that's it.
So you find an index. You want it to be at the first. You want it to
Let
be
me
at
clap for myself. I did remember.
the.
Okay, there was no equals there.
He said there's equal.
There was no equals. No, after the item.
No, because
the square bracket.
you know this is how you access. This is how you access an item. Item dot square bracket. You put the index of that thing. But now, if you want to insert it, you put an empty index so that you can put it at the third at that position. Since this is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, so 7 is free. You put 7 there, and you equal to whatever item you wanted to slot.
I thought there would not be brackets again. No.
Where? Here.
No, putting the item inside the bracket.
Here.
Yes.
Because it's an array, so it's an object inside an array. See the format. So exactly, you're supposed to present the same thing.
If you don't put it, what happens? Let's remove it and see.
It's okay. Let's see, because what we are. Let's see. Of course, you have an error. It doesn't know name. It's an object, so we put an object over there. The data type is object, so you have to slot object inside. You understand? Okay, so let's continue.
So this we are learning now is method.
Yes, we call it method. We are in that inbuilt function. I'm trying to show you how some of the inbuilt functions, which we've learned one, which is include. Okay, so there's one we can learn called filter. So let's say if you want to filter out item which is less than $100 or something like that. Yes. So let's see how we can go about it. Okay.
I hope today we are doing just 30 minutes.
Oh, we will close very soon. We will finish all this and close very soon. We will not waste time this time again. So let's. How do you declare a variable?
Declare a variable.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's.
Is that?
Let.
You want us to use let? So let me help you with this one. Filter. Filtered. Then item equals to that item is equal to these items. The items dot. Have you seen filter? Let's see if there's filter. Have you seen filter? So filter is a method. So all the time when you bring the method, you bring this open and close curly brackets. Yeah, it tells you that's an object. Sorry, it's a method. Okay. So inside this method,
you were declaring an object. You were declaring a variable. So
I've done that one already. See the variable. I've declared a variable, and I wanted to put this inside the variable so that I can console.log it.
You want to put item inside the variable. Okay, so equal to item dot filter.
So this is the variable that I've declared. So whatever happens here will be equal to this. So when I get this one, I have the whole thing. I just want to put everything inside these filtered items.
Okay.
You understand? Ken, go here. Go here, this is item, and I said dot filtered, dot filter. Okay, so this item dot filter. So I want to do something. I want to loop through. You know, we learned this for loop and all this. I told you that you will not be using them, but this is the advanced way of looping through an object, which is very good. You use it most cases. Okay. So these items dot filtered.
So what do you put inside that bracket?
So you put a function there, whatever you want. So let's say you want to put a function. How do you declare a function?
Function. We declare a function. Let's say
function, right? This is how we do the function, right?
Yes.
So let's return something. What are we returning? Let's give this a parameter of item. Okay. So let's take that item. If that item is less or equal to 100. Okay. So we are looping through and we want to get an item which is less or equal to 100. Does it make sense? Dot price. Let's bring a price here. We are looking through to get any item which is less than $100. Let's say $100.
Less or equals to 100.
Exactly, less or equal to 100. That's what we wanted to return. So when we pick this filtered item and drop it here, so it gives you all the items that has less than what? 100 and equal to 100. So let's say you want to.
So
let's bring only. Let's okay, huh?
Question.
Yeah.
We declare an array.
Yes, this is the array of objects. Yeah.
Yeah, you closed it and then you declare another variable. Continues like that.
Exactly, another variable like this.
Worked. Okay.
And I said item, yes, and I said item dot filtered. Inside this filtered function, I want to do something. What do I want to do? I want to loop through. Remember, if before we use for loop, right? But this that's right. But this is the elegant way. So you bring a function and you give it a key. Okay, then you take that key and say dot price. I want the price. So when you give a key like this, it means anytime it goes through, it will pick one and hold it by item.
Yes.
Okay. Anytime it goes, you pick another one and hold. So anytime you pick one, check if that item is less than 100, keep it inside this one for me. So it will go through and keep them. It will go through and keep them. It will go through and keep them. So once you print it, all items that is less than $100
will
come out.
Pop up.
Will pop up. Yeah.
Okay, so if you add X to that item inside the function, what will happen? Because
if I add what?
Item, the S.
S.
If you add items,
which S?
item.
Which S? Here.
Function,
here. Oh, this one we call it loop variable. No, this one is the main. These are the main items. So each item is item.
Okay, single.
Each one. Okay. Yeah, single. Each one. So anytime you see each one, if it's less than 100, return it. That's what is happening.
So, it's a question I'm asking you.
Yeah.
Let's add S and see what happens.
No, it will not work because it will conflict with this one.
Okay.
So you are taking. So it's like item in items. This is the meaning. This one is item.
Item in items.
That's right. This is item in items.
Shark in sharks.
Yes. So one. Anytime you go, anytime iteration happens, you just hold one item. Anytime it goes over, it loops. You take one. Anytime it loops, you take one.
For one.
You understand?
Okay. Yeah.
So you pick one and check. If you pick one and say dot price and check the price, if the price is less than 100, okay, then it will return. And loop again and see 60. Okay, and it will return.
Okay, so this is a loop form.
Yes, it's a loop form. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Instead of writing down for what, this one is the best, the elegant way of using filter. You understand? Okay.
The filter is acting as a loop.
Ekoye, yes. Ekoye.
That's so Myra.
Hey, there be one in some.
Me ask you just that.
It's good. Just have it in your mind. Let me take this opportunity to introduce you to that arrow function thing that I was talking about. Instead of using this function, let's use arrow function this time. Okay. So let's refactor this one. Okay. That means we use arrow function instead of bringing function here. Okay. Instead of bringing this function here, let's go back. I want to control Z. I want us to do something. Have you seen where the function is? Okay, so you take this function out. Okay, then you bring one arrow. Fact, we call it fat arrow. Here, it's the same thing. It's going to work the same way.
That function arrow with the I say as a
that is the best. It's the best. We say, oh, the compare to say,
function arrow because you should not be fire.
anything I may try, say, me taking this opportunity, them that sure.
Okay.
What I say? You say, we function word nephew. Now, all the equal sign it arrow yaba. That's all. That will replace it. We all know say how this is how we declare a function, right? Function. Okay, this is a function, right? This is how we declare a function. Maybe you CLG. CLG. You can also log something. Okay. This normal way. If you want to change this one to the arrow function that I'm talking about, okay, it's going to be easy. You bring this equal sign, fact arrow. This is it. Have you seen it? But this time you need to bring constant. Then you bring the function name. Okay, constant. Then you bring the function name. Let's say my item, right? My item. Something like that. So it's the same as what we have up there. With the function name, my item.
Why the constant?
You understand? It's the same thing. Is that why the constant? This one?
Yeah.
Because we want to. Was it why a constant? Because you see, you have a function name. See the function name.
Yes.
Goes with this one. Of course, this one's supposed to declare it. You can't just leave it like that. So you have to declare it like this. So this one we call it arrow function. Yeah, this is the arrow function.
Instead of bringing
function name.
Instead of bringing the name function.
That's right. You take it off.
You decide to, let's say, I want to say greet. I want to declare a function, greet. But instead of that, I will not bring the function, the word function there. I will just write greet.
That's right. And you bring constant. It will replace by constant. Then you bring fat arrow. So we call it fat arrow.
And then open bracket.
That's all.
Okay. So it's a formula.
Yeah, we call it syntactic sugar. It's a new way of writing function. It's a new way of writing function. So we say constant.
We just have to adapt to the bit like that.
Yes, constant greet. Constant greet equals to this. This is how it is. Oh, my fat arrow. Yeah, simple like that. It makes your code very, very good. Instead of using function this, blah, blah. Yeah. You understand?
Instead of bringing the name function.
Yeah. So you see the same way when you compare. Compare these two. When you compare these two, you will see that clearly. You see that this is very simple compared to opener. It's more code. The first one is more code. This one is less code.
Yeah.
Yeah, you understand? See where the arrow function started. This is the arrow function.
It's still the same. There are still plenty.
Is it?
There are still more. The first one is.
I can still make this one. I can still make this one go more. See this one. I can just bring it like this. Take off this one, and take off the last one. Don't you see? It's elegant. Then we all know that it's returning, so we can take the return keyword, and it will still work because see, it will still work. Have you seen it?
Okay, I want to ask a question.
Refactor. So I'll make it one line. See, I make that function one line, simple, and it's still working. You see, compared to this one. You understand?
I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
You brought const. Let's say example, const my item, and then equals to bracket, and then
it's a const
arrow, the function,
my item.
Yes. Bracket equals to bracket, and then
is it a list?
No, not this one. Ordinary bracket.
This one?
No, not the ordinary bracket.
This one? Okay.
Then the function.
What are you doing?
No, I'm just.
You want to bring the function?
That formula here.
This one?
Write the formula.
This one, yeah.
Yes. Can you Instead of that cost, can you declare it by using let?
Over here.
Exactly.
Yes, you can use let. Yeah, it's okay.
You can use var, whatever you want to put there.
Yes, you can even use var. Yeah.
Okay. That's what I want.
It's the same thing. Yeah. Ken.
Yeah.
Star. Times.
Mr. Maya.
Oh, man, that's that.
But
just okay, you just Ken, just have it at the back of your mind that we have something called method, which is one of them, which is filter. Okay, so you can filter an item from a list. Have it at the back of your mind. Anytime you want to use filter.
And the very beginning, only really method.
Me naming the method in general. Okay, call it function. Don't worry. Forget about method. Use it function. It's the same thing. Call it a function. So your array has an inbuilt function called filter. I hope that one is okay. You understand? This your array, okay? This your list has an inbuilt property or function. You call it function, filter. So we can use that one to filter an item which is less than what 100. Okay, so item price which is less than 100. So you are filtering item price of this which is less than what 100. I think this will help more. I should go over. I should rewind.
You can let's rewind.
Hey, you know we have, but can you say what we are saying? We have a list.
Yeah, Mr. Martin.
Okay, and you see how percent what check it say price. If you have what's our record we or Amazon price be brave. What percent item do how many price here less than 100. So you need to filter. You understand? You need to filter an item. It's simple filter and see if you can get only that item which is less than 100, or the item which is less than 100. It makes sense, right? So this is the method that you have to use. Instead of using for loop to go through one by one and check. This is the easiest way, inbuilt function, which is going to save you a lot of code. Instead of you writing your own code to look through. Okay, this filter function will just help you kill it one time. So you just bring the name of the item, okay, dot filter, then whatever happens inside is what you put in there. Okay. So anytime it looks through, it picks one. It will take it. It will hold it. This one will hold one. So once this one hold one, okay, item. Okay, so that item, go inside and check the price. If the price is less than 100, I want you to return it for me, and it will return it for you. So to go through and check all the items which is less than 100. I hope this one will help more. See, this one is item. So this one is one item inside an items. Okay, one item inside an item. So when you take that one item, I don't want the item, but I want the price. You can even equally put name here. You can equally put the name. You know, it has two properties. You understand? You can equally put item.name and see if the name is, if that name is equal, let's say car. Okay. But this car is capital, so it will not show. Let's bring car. And you see, it will take you one now inside the one name and check if the name is there. Print it for me. If the name is not there, it will skip. Okay, so we are using price.
Yeah, what's the salmon?
Yeah, I mean name. Yeah, you can choose name. You can choose price. So if you said if you want, open name. Check if listen, you will be my friend car now. What I say? Check listen, if you be my car now, yes. You have a friend car. It was a year car back open your what I say? Into that one item dot name or item dot price. So in case your image is probably say be item dot image. In fact, image no so there, Embra. What I say? It's a quacker. Sure.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah, okay.
Okay, so filter. So we have include and we have filter. Right. I think that young pona they can later now, young trust will side. You are going so for each is well.
Yes, I will call Java for.
You said okay, but maybe percent at least you keep two. And from you living count.
They are win yeah.
Okay, maybe for each in count.
Okay.
And okay, you find mommy simple. Let's use find. Another method called find. You understand? So the same way, the same list. So we can declare constant, yeah, found item is equals to items, right? The same items dot find. Okay, all the time you bring your this thing. You understand? So the same thing, the same formula that we use. You bring this function, yeah, in that arrow function. Okay, the same arrow function. Then you say return. What are you returning? You're returning item, one item. So you bring that item name, item. So you bring it here to catch it for you, item. So when you bring that item, you said item dot name equal, let's say book. We have book there, right? Book. So check if there is book inside. So we console.log that one and see if there is book. So CLG find my item. You bring find my item inside. So let's see. You see, so you find one book. There's one book inside. Is it with the price 100? Yes, sir. So we can find laptop. Let's see.
Can you scroll down a bit?
Of which way? Where?
Yeah. Scroll down. Let me. No, yeah. Yes, it's okay here. But looking at the function you declare.
This one. Where?
No. Down there. The one you comment.
Okay, this one.
No, the other one.
This one.
The one. Yes.
Okay, this one. Hey, it's the same thing. You can make it smaller. You can bring the same thing. You can bring this guy here. Okay, and kill the return because it's only on one line. It knows that it's going to return. Then you bring your whatever you want to book. The same thing, but make sure you take this guy out. The same thing, and to find one book for you. You understand? You understand?
Yeah.
So it's the same thing.
No problem. Video will come, so watch the video. Yes.
Okay, so what does here? You'll find which one find the item. Now between actually if there's item include. Okay, if item is inside, then you can do filter. Just to filter a specific item that you want. So we've learned find, filter, and include. I think that we can hold on then. I'll add up the other one. I don't want you to.
These are all just like all this. They are all just like
inbuilt functions.
Loop.
Yes, inbuilt functions. Yes.
So those loops you taught us.
Yes, which I told you don't put your mind on it too much. I said when you need it, go for it.
Way of doing it.
Yes, the easy way, the elegant way, the better way, the good way of doing it.
Okay. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Video they are here.
Me compile them too much.
All right.
Okay.
Wow.
You say you show me and say fine.
Okay, but in those functions, I know.
Bebre, hold on. Me to mention. I said when you need it, go for it. That's all.
The basic one.
To me, use
make a basic one. You said fine, total.
Yeah.
Fine, total analysis.
Your for each, your reduce, your map,
salt.
Your map, your sort. Anna, your could be a friend of even friend object Aris will be a friend pop on shift and shift, and you know, a lot of them, you will learn some of them, the ones that you need. Okay. Then later, if you need anything, you can go and check it out.
That's the basic ones.
Yeah, basic ones. No, you don't know. You don't know. There's it will be one of my pop. I don't know. Aries, your pop, and your shift, your push, and your on shift. We breed different type. So I say, until I don't want to until we will pick them as and when we need it one by one. So what I say. And I show you what I say.
Kakra. What the pan fufu wa
best style.
Today. What the fufu kakra.
We say we be juma. So we pop an item. So item name pop anything. Drinks. See, you drink a film. That's pop. It's another one. So we pop drink out of the list. You understand?
Yeah.
So let's say if you want to console.log this list, if you will not see pop. You understand?
Because pop is not included.
Yes, we've taken it off. So let's see. Where is it? This one. You see, drink is not there because we pop it out. We pop it out at the top. So it's not part of this one. Okay.
Items.pop.
Yeah.
Console.log items.pop. So what?
So this one is popping this one before we console.log it at the down. I don't know, Ken, what you say? My ability with film and some of my console.log no how say. What I say? We say now some ability film and pop. My popping it out. And some of my console.log. To the new list no. This last drink will not be part of it.
Console.log items.pop.
So if I take this one off again, it will be added. See, we have 7 now. So drink is part of it now. But when I take the pop, I bring the pop back, it will reduce it to 6. Meaning drink is out.
Pacho, I don't know how commenting out items.pop no.
Anyway, we are now. First one now.
Yeah.
Oh, make you wait for no. Not me the way so my close way the same thing. Okay, we explain better on. It's the same thing. My popping out and my Mr. Omen, the new. Oh, okay. Pop is function.
Pop is function. Says yeah, we declare an array.
Yeah.
And I'll press you want to pop any of those arrays.
No, pop means take it from the last. No, pop means take it from the last.
From the last. Okay.
Yeah. Pop means take it from the last. No.
Okay.
No, you're taking it from the last. Pop. So pop and the push to put it at the last.
At the last. Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
Then we have shift and unshift.
Items.pop.
Yes.
Then console.log items. Then to pop out that last drink is
the last drink, yeah, the last item. The last item will be pop out, yeah.
Okay.
To take out, yeah.
Okay. I feel that
What I say? Okay, so what I say? Yeah. Do you say functions as and when you need it, then you bring it. What I say?
So you can do that for anything.
Yes.
Okay.
You've learned pop, you've learned find, you've learned include, then you've learned filter. So
Okay.
At least you have the fair idea. Say we have something like that. We have an inbuilt function. Instead for you to be writing your own functions to do all these calculations, it's already there. So once if you need it, you go for it. like the mass, like random, call something random. Okay. So in China. All right. All right, Charlie.
Video no.
Me compile.
All right.
Me compile. All right.
All right.
All right.